Better get a move on if you want some breakfast, love. Taxi be here in a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kathy. I didn't realise.
It's all right, it's not your fault.
I assumed you'd be at work. You had a bad night, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, look, I've been and disturbed you, haven't I?
No, just as well you did.
Kath, shall I put the fire on for you, love? You must be freezing.
Oh.
No, you're not.
Pat, please, go with Roy here.
Right, you're going to miss your train. Goodness sakes.
What's happened?
Oh, it's that wretched fuse again.
I knew it shouldn't have been buzzing.
It's always buzzed.
I have lived in this house longer than you have, and it's never buzzed before. I should know.
This isn't getting us anywhere, is it?
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to cancel that taxi.
You'll do no such thing.
Somebody has got to fix it, haven't they? I'm not going to leave you here with no heating.
And what happened last time you fixed it? Go on, get off to Birmingham.
Well, what are you going to do then?
I'm going to call an electrician like I should have done in the first place. Go on, go.
No, I don't want to.
I don't care what you want, you're going. And what's more, you're going to enjoy yourself. It's all right, love. I'll see you later.
All right, if you insist. I don't know what time. See you later, Kathy.
Bye, Roy.
I thought we'd never get rid of him.
Well, what about work?
I'll forget work, love. You and me can spend some time together. I'll give Blossom a ring, huh?
Kathy.
You've got to stop thinking about it.
I can't help it.
Do you want to go over there and see him? You did the right thing last night. You know that, don't you?
Did I? I'm as bad as him. Using blackmail to get what I want.
How'd you work that one out?
Refusing to live with him until he's completely dry.
Well, that's not blackmail, love. That's looking after yourself and looking after your baby. The electrician at last. Here, it's Phil. It's all right. He looks sober. He wants to talk to you.
Well? I just went round the cafe and Blossom said you was out.
Well, I'm just having a day off, that's all.
All right.
What did you want, Phil?
Well, I just wanted to say, you win.
I win?
I'm going to do what you want. I'm going to go to the group therapy.
This isn't about winning. I want you to go because you want to go, Phil, not because you're trying to please me.
Well, that's just it.
What?
Well, I think maybe I do want to go now.
Well, then I'm pleased.
I didn't open that bowl.
Oh, I gathered that.
Be nice if you wish me luck.
Good luck. Well, aren't you going to ask after Ben?
I always have to screw up somewhere, don't I?
Phil, come back.
I heard all that.
At least he was sober.
Cause for a celebration.
I shouldn't have said that last bit, though.
What about Ben?
I know he cares about him, but sometimes it's like Ben don't exist. It just upsets me. He's his father.
Well, let's face it, Pete wasn't much of a father either. At least to my two.
Well, he did try with Ian. Just got it all wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's like we were saying. Men, they're hopeless.
I hope you're not including Roy in that.
Nah, of course not. I love Roy. We're talking about fathers here, Kath. Look at Barry. Need I say more?
There are some nice men about.
Oh, yeah? Who?
There was Arthur.
Yeah. Arthur was nice enough. But would you have wanted to be Pauline all them years?
I'll tell you a funny story now, and this about sums it all up. When I was 14, get this, I was in the school choir.
Nah.
Yes, I know. Not for very long now, and I'll tell you why. Do you remember they had that carol service at the town hall for all the local schools?
Yeah.
Well, it's there that I met Timothy Wimpole.
Who?
Exactly. Timothy Wimpole. He was a very respectable boy. Respectable mummy and daddy. Smart house, went to the grammar school. Very keen on folk music, do you know what I mean? Short back and sides, neat party, and this is around the time of the Rolling Stones. Anyway, he asked me out, and I'm so shocked I ended up saying yeah.
And?
He took me to a folk club somewhere in Islington. Oh, he was such a nice bloke, though. Very polite, very considerate. Always wanted to talk about me and how I was feeling. Very respectful. All the things you dream of in a man. And you know what?
He bored you, Bridget?
I chucked him after a fortnight. That was before Marcus Duffy got his hands on me. And you know what happened there?
He's the boy that raped you, isn't he?
Donna's dad. No more school choir for me.
And that's a funny story, is it?
Well, I've often wondered over the years what might have happened if I stuck it out with Timothy Wimpole. He wanted to be a pharmacist, and I remember thinking, what? But I bet you Timothy Wimpole hasn't ended up alcoholic.
Kathy, you never know how people are going to turn out, love.
Well, I know how I turned out. What with the Marcus Duffys and Wilmot Browns and Richard Coles of this world. And Phil Mitchells. When the school found out I was pregnant, I was called to the headmaster's study. You remember him, old Ackroyd. He had that glass eyes, you'd never be quite sure if he was looking at you or not. Anyway, he's quivering with rage because I've let the school down. No one's talking about rape then, you understand. And he turned around and said to me, Catherine Hills, there are nice girls and there are not nice girls, and you are not nice.
Well, whoever wanted to be a nice girl?
Not me.
Not me.
Now, as you are all no doubt aware by now, we have somebody new joining us today. This is Phil, everybody. Now, normally in a closed group, we don't take in new members. But as I've sounded you all out, and since we've only been running for 1 week, we are making an exception. So, welcome, Phil. Now, perhaps we could do what we did at the start of last week and have everyone introduce themselves again and just say a little bit about why they're here. So, who's going to start?
Okay. I'm Stuart Kennedy. I'm a solicitor. I work in a large city practice. I've made no bones about the fact that I've come to this group rather than one nearer to my home or office in the hope that I won't be recognized or found out. And that's because I'm an alcoholic and I'm ashamed of it.
Phil?
Well, can we go the other way around? I ain't got anything to say right now.
Hello?
Sorry, Pat. I was just thinking about what we were saying earlier.
Well, not nice girls.
About why it is I always end up with a bloke who's either going to hurt me or let me down.
I can see you're going to start blaming yourself in a minute.
It can't just be coincidence.
Oh, so you've driven Phil to drink. Is that what you're saying?
I know he thinks that.
Don't ever let me hear you say that Phil's an alcoholic because of you. That lets him off the hook. Say you agree with me.
I agree with you, Pat.
Good girl. And we don't have to be victims.
What are you doing?
You got me all fired up now.
What are you looking for?
Let's talk about being victims. I mean, here we are, like a couple of lemons, sitting here waiting for an electrician. Wait for a man to do a job, you'll wait forever.
Well, my name's Phil Mitchell, and, well, things got a bit out of hand over the last year or so. That's about it, really.
Okay, so that's the introductions over with. Who's going to kick off?
Yeah, well, all right. Yesterday was a bad day. It was a colleague's birthday, and he invited us all out to a wine bar on Fleet Street. There's no getting out these things. One's obliged to go to them. Of course, there was heaps of champagne. The pressure's enormous. Not that I wanted any. I was having a good day in that respect. But other people will insist. One finds one's excuses wearing pretty thin. I know the problem.
Which is?
Well, that's that I'm scared to admit openly that I have a problem.
Do you want to do some work on that now?
Not today. I'm not there yet. It's too difficult, if that's all right.
Okay.
Talking of birthdays, it was my dad's birthday on Saturday. He's an alcoholic too, though he'd never admit to it. Has been ever since I can remember. I ain't seen him in years, though I know he's at the same address because he still sees my brother from time to time. This was a big thing for me, yeah? Getting back in touch. On the card, I put down the number of the hostel where I'm living. So, I stay near the phone all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and nearly all of yesterday. And he never phones. And you're all thinking, why didn't I go around there myself, or why didn't I at least phone him myself? But I'm frightened of him rejecting me. Like he always has done.
You know, you sound very angry, very upset.
Yeah, well, I just wanted him to meet me halfway. Stupid.
All right. Do you want to explore this further?
Yeah.
Good. Let's have somebody be your dad. Who do you want to pick from the group?
I'd like to pick him. Phil. The new bloke.
Are you okay with that, Phil?
What's he picked me for?
Patrick?
Because he's cold and he's distant. Because he reckons he knows it all when he don't know nothing. Because he's scared and he's scared to admit that he's scared. And because he's out to pretend that he don't need or care about no one, when deep down inside he's hurting so bad he could scream. He wouldn't be here in the first place otherwise. I've seen so many blokes like you inside. Making out they're a tough guy when really they're just a little boy that's never grown up.
Are you just talking about Phil here, or about yourself, Patrick?
Talking about my father. Look, I'm sorry if that got personal, but the staring out the window was just getting on my nerves, man, all right? I'm out of order, I'm sorry.
Are you happy to carry on, Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Good.
Want another candle?
No, I'm okay. Right, got it.
I think there should be a number on it somewhere.
15 amp.
Right. Right, remove the old fuse wire and rub down the marks on the bridge where the old one has burnt out.
Oh, why brush there, Pat?
Well, I don't know. Oh, I suppose there must be one in the toolbox somewhere. There we are.
Do you know something?
Well,
I'm really enjoying myself.
You were never there for me, Dad. I never remember you once putting your arms around me. I never remember you once telling me you loved me, reading me a story, nothing like that. Well, where were you, Dad? We know where you were, don't we? You were down the pub with your mates every sodding night. And the old lady terrified as to how you'd be when you got back. Never knowing what she'd be in for. And me in the next bedroom having to listen to it. Oh, yeah. I was awake. Didn't know that, did you? Well, I was. 6 years old. I'd be younger. I heard it all. And I grew up thinking that was the way to be. That's what a man's supposed to be like. So is it any wonder I've turned out how I have? You know, the stupidest thing of all. In spite of everything. In spite of all the things you've done to my mother. In spite of all the whippings you give me and my brother. There's a part of me that still loves you. I put myself on the line here for you, and you can't even be bothered to pick up the sodding phone and dial.
Why won't you pick up the phone and dial, Dad? Come on. Why won't you do it?
Because I'm still drunk. And I hate myself.
Right. I'm slotting it back in now.
is it in?
It's in.
Right, gonna switch on the mains?
I can feel my heart beating.
Oh, don't be silly. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, we could both die for a start.
Nah, pull the switch.
And Ben to sleep upstairs. No one would know we were dead.
Pull the switch, Kathy.
Right. Here we are.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
Well, so much for electricians. We've just saved ourselves 50 quid, girl.
Hang on.
What?
I can hear something. I think it's still buzzing. Is that fire still on in the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
Off,
quick.
Hello, Houston. We have a problem.
I just wanted to say thanks, mate. For helping me through with that work. You were great.
No problem.
Yeah, I felt bad to start off with, picking you out, with me being new and all. But it was the right thing to do. For me, at least, anyway.
Good.
So, no hard feelings, then?
No hard feelings.
What are these colours for?
What colours?
What are these coloured dots? Look, I didn't see them when I was in there earlier. What are they for? Give us that book a minute. Huh? All fuse carriers are colour-coded with the slots into which they should be fitted. You know what Roy's gone and done, don't you?
What?
Well, when he changed the fuse last time, he didn't follow the colour coding. So when I changed the fuse, I just put them back where I found them, where he'd put them.
Oh, what are we waiting for?
Right, hold that. Cheers, mate. There we go. I am now switching on. Is that fire off in the kitchen?
Yeah, fire's off in the kitchen.
Right, here goes.
Any buzzing?
There's no buzzing. Switch the fire on.
Fire's on.
We have lights. We have a fire. We are operational again.
Yeah! You are Superwoman. I am Wonder Woman. I am Wonder Woman. I am Wonder. Hello. Hold on.
Where are you? Well, how'd you get on?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Can you come over now? There's loads of stuff I need to say.
Stick with it, Kath.
I'm not sure if not nice girls are meant to be happy.
Oh, you've got so much going for you, love. So much to be proud of.
Such as?
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Well, I think I need reminding.
Well, there's Ian. Yeah, I know he's not perfect, but he loves you and he's here for you. Which is more than can be said for my two.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Pat.
And there's the Kath. And there's Phil. Yeah, Phil, remember the man you married? He's still in there, Kath. And you're battling for him. And if I know you, you're not a woman who gives up easy if there's something that needs fixing. And there's this little fella. So all in all, for not nice girl, I think you've done pretty well.
Thanks, Pat. Hello.
Well, I'll make some tea.
Do you want to hold him?
In a minute.
See, you've cleared up.
Yeah, I thought I'd make the effort.
Fine. How about you?
Whoa. Been a funny old morning.
In what way?
It's weird.
So, what happened?
I'll pour the tea, shall I?
Phil, I asked what happened.
No, it's just a bunch of blokes sitting around a circle being miserable with each other.
What's that supposed to mean?
Getting angry and crying, thumping cushions. If you had a video of it, you'd laugh. But don't worry, I'm going back. I'm a miserable bloke too, remember? Should fit in pretty well.
Good. I'm glad. What's all this?
Oh, I popped into the Vic on the way back. I knew these were up in the attic.
Is this you and Grant?
Yeah. Referee's the old man. Here, read this.
Retired local boxing hero, Eric Mitchell, believes he's found 2 champs of the future right here in the borough. He's pinning hopes on these 2 youngsters bringing back medals for Britain from the Olympic Games in 1980. Who are they? Why, his own 2 sons, Philip and Grant.
Set the whole thing up. He phoned his mate on the paper and got a photographer down
Why?
so he could show off to his mates. All this local boxing hero business is a load of rubbish.
I thought he was in with a chance of the title once, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and he had an eliminator, and the winner was going to go on to fight Terry Downs.
And?
We never heard the rest of the story, 'cause, well, he must have lost. Otherwise, we would never heard the end of it. He had a good right hand on him, though.
Oh, did you see him fight then?
No. No, I'm talking from personal experience. You can ask Grant. Ask Mum. They'll tell you. Or rather, they won't.
Why not?
Because you don't slag off the family. No matter what he might have done. I never remember him meeting Sam, though. She was always his favourite. They got on really well together, them 2. And by the time he might have got round to it, and the cancer had got him. That was the best fight of the old man's career, that one. He really went the distance. Of course, he still ended up losing now. You don't say this in my family, but the truth is, it was a failure. Just like me.
Oh, Phil.
You don't try and talk me out of it, Kath. I know what failure's like. Don't get a lot of choice when you're spilling your guts out in a police cell at 2:30 in the morning. I've looked it right in the eye, and you know, looks back at me. My dad. Failure.
I don't think you're a failure.
No. When I was a kid, people used to say to my old lady, it's just like his dad and he. They didn't know how right they were.
You've got Ben. That's something to be proud of.
Shall I tell you a secret? Something that's been knocking around in the back of my head ever since you first told me you were pregnant.
What?
You're gonna think badly of me, though.
Well, I try not to.
All the time you was pregnant, I was really hoping and praying it was going to be a little girl.
Why was that?
Because I think, you know, deep down, I'd seen the old man, I'd seen how he was with Sam, and I thought I could manage that. I could love a little girl. I could never hit a little girl. But if it was a boy...
If it was a boy, what?
If it was a boy, it'd just be like me and Dad all over again. And I think that's what really frightened me.
I thought it was because you were jealous.
No, I was or am. It was different, but the thing is, everyone convinced me that I wanted a little boy, and by the end, I persuaded myself that I did too.
So what are you saying?
There was a bloke at the group this morning, and he said that if he could learn to like himself, that maybe he could learn to like his son as well. And that rang bells on me.
You can change.
You think so?
Yeah.
Can I hold him now?
You don't have to ask. Not too tight, Phil. You might choke him. What's going on?
You know, I never really knew how much I loved him. Till now.
tide goes out here...
Hey, Kathy, you been with Phil all this time? What happened about cooking me tea?
Hello, love.
What's left at low
Hello.
tide is,
How'd it
depending
go?
on your point of view,
How'd what go?
unsightly mud.
The motor trade do, silly.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, I didn't want to go without you.
So, what'd you do?
Well, I went window shopping along Oxford Street. I had some lunch, took myself off to the pictures, and then I took up your idea. Spent an hour in the National Gallery, and very interesting it was, too. I've had a lovely time. What did I say? I see you've had the electrician in then. How much did that not cost?
Hello? Hiya, you gonna leave the front door open?
You look cheerful. What's happened?
Pat, I feel dreadful because I know I said I'd cook for you tonight, but well, something's come up and I can't make it.
Where's Ben?
Well, that's just it. It's over with Phil. We've been talking all afternoon and we've really sorted out a lot of stuff. Please don't be cross, will you? But me and Ben are moving back in.
Mix it up and make it nice. Up goes the weasel, up and down the city road, in and out the eagle. That's the way the money goes. Goes the weasel. Well, every time when I go out, the monkey's on the table. Take a stick and knock him off. Pop goes the weasel.